everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Peekaboo.
Yep.
It took us forever to get going.
Yeah. Welcome back. Here we
Yeah.
are. Spiritual Saturdays.
We're
with
still all here and
Yep.
doing okay even after that
Look, we have some
dang full moon.
equipment in the way. There we go.
There.
That's a little bit better. Yeah.
That's so cool. We actually have equipment.
Yeah. Vera, where's our lighter? We have to light a candle for everyone to have positive, good energy for the weekend.
Let's see who's here.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Okay. So, Vera, do you want to tell all our friends? Let's see. We have to tell everybody that when they ask a question on YouTube, the people that have already asked a question, like the people that haven't had a chance to ask a question yet, go at the top of the list so they have a chance, right?
Yeah, so if you've had a question already answered, then we'll answer it eventually, but let new people get in first.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know, we always love that because the more people we can reach the message. Sorry.
You know
Wait,
what
we have to show everybody how pretty this is. Look how gorgeous. Anyway, go ahead.
I got that at Rocky's store.
Oh, did you?
One of them. I don't remember which one.
So pretty.
And then one of them I got a gift.
Yes. Okay, let's see who's joining us today, Vera. Was there any other things that we wanted to tell everybody?
I don't know.
Oh, just that when you ask a question, just look in the description of the video to see if your name is there, because we're going to put your name in there.
In the description. So that way you know that your birthmark question is answered.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Just look.
It doesn't mean that because we brought up your name and we put you on the list that you're going to be on that particular show.
Yes.
So you kind of have to keep looking at the playlist and under birthmarks and see if your name's on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So depending on or if they ask a celebrity question or a political person question, just go to that playlist and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we made it a little easier for people to find things.
Right.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, Marcia.
I know. It's so fun to have everybody here.
James.
Love it.
James actually made it.
Yay.
Mina. Hi. And Roxanne.
Okay, you guys, so I don't know if you had a chance. If you did, you have to check it out. Vera did this amazing podcast. Vera did this amazing podcast that you can find on Anchor, right?
Right. On Spotify. We have it on Facebook.
Yeah, we have podcasts now. And this week when I was gone, Vera did a awesome podcast because it couldn't wait.
We couldn't
till the weekend. Yeah, she had to let everybody know about the.
Good, James. I'm glad. I hope you guys saw it, and I hope you guys are writing.
You did.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep. Because it's our time.
I played it for my mom and my brother, and we were all just really focusing on what we wanted to manifest. You want to tell everybody a little bit about it?
Oh, yeah. I was going to bring something else up, but yes, it's just the energy from the 6th of January to the 12th. There is this energy that's coming from, I believe it's Capricorn and all kinds of different planets. Watch the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, not watch. Listen to the podcast.
Deborah
it's only 9 minutes.
Yeah, she was just asking. It's on Anchor. You can listen to it on Spotify as well. And you just find it under Soul's Enlightenment with Vera and Chrissy, I think is what you put.
Did I?
Isn't that where it's at?
I put Christina.
Whatever it is, I like it all. But
did I put Chrissy?
Oh, no, I like it.
Okay.
Hi,
Eric.
I keep hitting this thing.
I know.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was really, really cool.
And Google.
So we're excited to get into the podcast. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be doing more of that.
Yeah.
And like Vera was just saying, this amazing
week. It's an amazing week. But sorry, because I get so excited about this.
Are you kidding? I do the same thing to you.
Anyway, this week is really, the energy is amazing. It's for reevaluation and seeing where you are in life, what you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to project yourself to the world. This week is the week that you can plan for that. It's not going to happen in the week, but the energies that we have been going through all this week is going to manifest all the way for 10 to 20 years.
Wow.
Is that not exciting?
Yeah.
So that's why I've been telling people, write everything that you want for yourself, how you want the world to view you, what you want for your family, for the planet, for anything and anyone. But it's really important that you get those ideas and that energy flowing so that it manifests all the way through. Now, my phone has been blowing up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because with change, with reevaluation, what comes?
Discomfort. You know what this reminds me of, Vera?
No.
It reminds me of when we're growing and there's growing pains, or
That's
like when we
it.
lose a tooth when we're children because our adult teeth are growing in. So it's kind of like that. It pushes us out of our comfort zone.
Very much.
To become that vision
I
that
take
we
that
want
word
to
off.
be, or that we want to live.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's really important to work through it. Oh my God, this week.
You know, and like when we graduate from elementary school or middle school to go into high school, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, things happen, but then we come out of it with so much more than what.
Yeah, exactly. But
But
along with that, and then the wolf moon.
Whenever you say that, I'm thinking of like howling at the moon.
That's what I did too. That yesterday, oh my gosh. I had so many phone calls, so many texts. People were just going through horrible situations, thinking it's the end of the world, because that's what it feels like. You know, it's like your whole world is turned upside down, and it's like, what am I going to do now? But all of that energy is for a reason. It's going to manifest more positively because what? We're in control of it.
Oh, you guys.
If you're starting to write your story of what you want, like I asked you guys to do in the podcast all this week, it doesn't matter if you didn't get to see it. If you just see it tonight, you could still write tonight and tomorrow.
Exactly.
Tomorrow is whenever it ends, but you have all day. So, you know, start writing stuff that you really, really want to accomplish and do. But this, go ahead.
I just have to tell you, this is so interesting because Deborah was just saying, I've been deep cleaning our place. What does that mean regarding this? And the cleaning kind of reminded me of what you just said about yesterday, getting rid of what we don't need or want
Getting
anymore.
rid of the energies,
Emotionally, it could be stuff, truly.
Because yesterday, that wonderful wolf moon.
Little claws.
Yeah. Oh my God, talk about...
Oh, man, yeah. You know, it's really interesting, though, because I had a situation happening yesterday, and it just reminds me of what maybe a lot of us might be going through. That in the past, when I would leave this situation, I'm doing it again.
I know, I got to say this real quick, but I won't forget because it's written down.
Okay, in the past, when I would leave this particular situation, I would feel depressed because it's sort of like a relationship type of a thing where I want more of this. It's not a friendship and it's not a romantic relationship. It's just like in my family, certain situation that I want more to be than what it is. I want more time with this person and with these people. And in the past, I would always walk away just feeling depressed. And this time I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to focus on the energy of what we're supposed to be focusing on, of what I want to be, what I want to do with my life. And it just makes me feel so much more fulfilled and happy instead of what I don't have. It's like what it is I do have and what I want to be, who I want to be. And it just is like, it helped me to tune into my purpose. And it just reminds me of what you're talking about.
Exactly.
What I want to manifest instead of what I don't have. And it's like leaving that in the past for the most part and focusing on the future. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, definitely. But this goes with what Deborah was saying. And the full moons are usually a time of release. So getting rid of the old, like we talked about.
Right. That's
it's time to throw out the trash, the inhibitors and obstructions in your life to clear way for the supportive winds to blow in. So that's why it was so uncomfortable yesterday. So this, the sign of yesterday was in Cancer, I believe, and that calls for self-care, right? So that's what you were talking about, how you had to feel better about yourself and what was going on.
Right.
And it's also a sign of imagination and using that imagination to what do you want?
Yes, exactly.
Imagination doesn't mean you're making things up. It's things that you've experienced before that you want to put together and make it go better for you.
And you guys, it could even be that higher sense of what you know is in your chart.
Yeah.
That potential you can reach.
And what tone do you want it to be? Do you want it to be a tone of, oh my God, I can't handle
Right.
this. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
This
no
always
one's gonna
happens
like
to me. It's a victim tone.
Yeah,
Do we want it
exactly.
to be, or do we want it to be a victory tone?
Exactly.
So all right,
it's
I'm
up
gonna
to
make it.
you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, well, good for you, James. 'Cause that's why you didn't text me, right? There's some people that went and just flowed with it, and it has to do with your astrological sign too. And some, it turns you upside down. You know, but either way, you're still learning whatever it is that you're supposed to accomplish.
Yeah.
So hang in there. It's almost, that energy is almost over. But remember, we're always in life. We're always going to have challenges. We're always going to have learning experiences. Otherwise, what would we be happy about?
Right.
You know, if everything was la la la, which is great, but
Yeah,
what do
you know,
really
and
learn?
it just kind of, it reminds me.
I'm just glad the wolf moon is gone.
You know, but it reminds me of like the metaphors that we were using earlier. If we stay in our comfort zone of always having the baby teeth or always in the little school, we don't know what amazing opportunity that we could create with our life if we venture forward.
Yeah. It's a time of creation too.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to show you this angel to remind you guys about your Dominion angel and how you can utilize her right now this weekend in your life. If you see the book right here that she has, this is your book of life. And you all have a Dominion angel that has your book of life, and she helps you with your remembering your strength. She is the herald of truth. And what's cool about this is she helps us to overcome those challenges that we're having today, to connect with our strength and to be that vision of ourselves that we want in our life. And she helps us with our cell memory of helping to overcome, because how this angel helps us with cell memory is she knows the overview of all of our lives and how past lives, different things and lessons in past lives might have affected you then, and she helps you to overcome that now, to not let those things hold you back or to hold you in that holding pattern that we might have been feeling, like let's say yesterday or early in our lives, that keeps us from going forward and pushing outside of that comfort zone. And she can read, it's really fascinating, she can read our current life chart's trajectory of where we're heading. This is very important, exactly what Vera was saying right now, to communicate with this angel, help her to communicate with her in the sense of focusing on where you want to go with your life. And that's where she can help you to get that highest trajectory in your life chart to happen, to help set you on that road right now. Because you were saying that with the planets, this kind of planetary energy has not happened since what, 1983 or something?
Something like that. Wait,
was it 80 in the 80s? You said?
I can't remember.
It was like a big chunk of time. Like this planetary alignment has not happened for like 30 something years, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you had said. So this is huge, what's happening right now. So for the next
33 to 38 years.
33 to 38 years. So for the next big chunk of our life, we wanted to go on the highest road that our chart can take of where we want to go. So it's an awesome angel to focus on right now. And when you're writing down where you want to go, or even thinking about what you want to do and who you want to be, you can visualize her standing right there and helping you to connect with this. And it's like you're writing your chart right now. It's like that empty canvas that you're painting what you want it to be. And this is going to be in your stars, because if it doesn't come into your mind, then when we think of things, it's because we know what's possible. So this is we are all a creator. We are all a shard of God. And that's the ultimate creator, and we can create this to happen.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
No, Roxanne, that is so funny. Because I was told, are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. I was kind of reprimanded that saying you guys was offensive to people.
Oh, did I say it? Did I say
No,
you guys?
no.
Oh.
They're just bringing it up because every time Roxanne is saying, every time she hears "hi guys," she's going to think of me.
Oh.
Because I use it as a filler. You know, it's
I
like I'm
just-
trying to include everyone.
It's how I talk.
And it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
mean
do. I know what
a
you mean.
guy. It
No,
means
it's
a. And actually, one of my former students, thank you, Christina Lowe. I appreciate you so much because she's like going, "What's wrong with saying you guys?" And I said, "Well, I was kind of reprimanded saying it was offensive." And she goes, "No, it's just including everyone. It's genderless."
Yeah, it's like it's just an.
Yeah, and she gave me the reasons
Oh yeah,
for it and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was actually supposed to be, when you say guy, it was a negative, but then it turned into just, instead of just the you needed more of a plural to include everyone, even though
Right.
it's a universal you.
I think that sometimes.
So I'm not offending anyone, I hope.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm gonna keep saying it then.
I think a lot of times, there's sometimes we can get offended over things, and we have a choice.
Yeah.
We have a choice of how, why is this offending us?
See, they use it on Sesame Street, so then it's
Oh, okay.
okay.
Well, if the Muppets can use it,
Then we can
I don't
too.
feel so bad
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
I was
cool.
told I was being offensive.
Who told you that?
Well, we won't say who.
Oh, okay. I guess that would be bad.
Because maybe to them it was, it's.
Well, and I think that's just, I think it has to do with our lessons, and sometimes if every little thing affects us, there's a reason for that. We're giving our
Exactly.
power away. If somebody says something in the wrong way, it means that it's affecting us and it determines us. And the way that we can reclaim our power is to know inside of ourselves that that's not.
Yeah. And that's what we're
That's
doing.
not a reflection of how we feel about ourselves.
Yep.
I understand that journey. I understand.
So now remember, tomorrow is the end of that amazing week that we've had. Because it
Okay.
started from the 6th to the 12th. And then afterwards, it's just icing on the cake. Along with still challenges, guys. We're going to have challenges. What is it Ben Franklin used to say? When you are finished changing, you're finished.
Wow.
Pretty heavy, huh?
Yeah, it is kind of heavy. Because then it's like,
It's ongoing. It's
it's
part of
always,
life.
even Angus was saying on the other side, we're always still growing.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that? I mean, if we thought that we reached the end, and how boring would that be?
Yeah, exactly.
We're always growing.
Yeah. So.
It's very cool.
So it's not the end of the world. I mean, things that may have happened last week or this past week. It's part of your growth. So, hi Jennifer. It's a quote from the Goonies. I love that show.
Vera, was there anything
Hey
else?
guys, I remember that. Yeah.
Was there any other things, Vera, that we needed to?
No, we're not doing any birthmarks today. We'll do some tonight.
Yeah.
When we do the video thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so.
we're hoping to have a podcast coming up this week
Yes.
at some point too.
Yes.
That's on our list.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Aw.
podcast.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, yeah, exactly. My grandson and I, we watched that movie for 100 times. I don't know how many times.
Which one? The Goonies?
The Goonies, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Home
fun.
Alone, all those.
Was there anything else that you can think of that we wanted to tell everybody for the week?
The journal is, it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a list, but it could just be things that come into your mind that you want to project for the next 10 to 20 years. So the canvas is yours. And this one is not a petition. So you don't have to burn it. You could keep it in some papers, and then you can go back and keep looking at it and see what's transpired in the next 10 to 20 years. So
Yeah.
try to have it in one little place. But I would call it the book of life. you know, just to
Yeah.
keep going and
That's cool.
what you're
Kind of
doing.
like our book that our angel has and we were just talking about.
Yeah, and don't stop writing in it. Just because this week the energy from those planets are done, we still have energy from other planets too. So it's an ongoing thing. But this week was really important because those planets haven't been together for 33 to 38 years. So, you know, it was pretty big deal. And tomorrow is a big deal. So, and I believe I put that on the podcast too. So, you know, she's C.B. Brooks, I believe her name is. Oh, what is your name? I don't want to say it wrong. Because I really like her stuff. I just love her. C.A. Brooks. Yeah. So look her up and check out her astrological stuff, and it's really awesome. I like it. I do it every week.
No, she was just asking, Tahana, I think, what's this about a book of life? I was a little late. You could always go back after this live stream ends and then listen to the beginning part.
Right.
Because we're talking about some powerful planetary energy that's happening right now and writing down where we want to go and what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like what you were just saying about how to keep writing about and journaling. And also activating. This is just the beginning of starting this, what we want it to be, and then we want to activate and create as we go along.
And Roxanne, yours could be, if there was projects that didn't start, why didn't they? Is it something maybe you just need to let go of or not? Is it something that you're still interested in? Pick it up again, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's an ongoing energy, but that's going to last, like I said, for the next 10 to 20 years, but still you have to do the homework now for what's going on in your life too.
And it can be a gratitude, Deborah was asking about a gratitude journal.
Yeah,
that's a good way to do it too, because when we're having gratitude for something within ourselves, we're saying, I'm grateful for this, it's already happened. And so you're putting more of your senses into it. It's like giving it more power.
But I kind of want them to have it in a special little section. I do have a gratitude journal too, but
I don't. I didn't know about the gratitude journal.
But Oprah started it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, this one I have in a special book, but you can do it any way you like. But I want it to be where I go to that journal and I know that's my book of life journal kind of thing.
I see.
But you can have it anywhere you want. It works, whatever works for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever your little heart desires. Or not.
Yeah. Always the best way.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
so tomorrow's special, you guys.
Yeah.
At least, write in it tomorrow everything that, you want to put in there that you maybe didn't do for the rest of the week. That's why I love having the whole week. Because there's stuff that you forget.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was going to wait till tomorrow, and I thought, no, I'm starting now. And that's why I got so excited I had to tell you guys in the podcast.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, every single one of you, for joining us. We love you all, and we hope you have a great week. Stay enlightened, as we say.
Go.
Oops.